on the vault, a 49-6. They have the lead over the visiting LSU Tigers in this critical SEC matchup. I'm Mark Connor along with Bridget Sloan. Let's talk about the midpoint in the season. What are these athletes experiencing at this point?
A lot of wear and tear. There's going to be a lot of tape on those ankles, a lot of ice bags. Maintenance is key right now in keeping these athletes healthy.
All right, let's get caught up on how we got here. LSU, 3 times this year, they've been over 198 at home. But they returned all routines last year from last year's 4th place championship team. They have the highest team score in the NCAA this season with a 198.475. They've had one SEC loss, and that was to Missouri on an off night for the Tigers. What about the Gators?
Well, right now, the notable losses from 2023, that second place team being Trinity Thomas and Kayla DiCello, making a run at that Olympics, but they improved their team score every single week so far in this 2024 season, and they have one SEC loss, which came to Alabama here at the O-Dome.
All right, for more on the season storylines, let's go to Taylor Davis.
Yeah, guys, speaking with athletes from both teams this week, they all said this season has challenged them in different ways. For Florida, it's been a bit more strategic with such a young team. Coach Rowland challenging them just 1% better every week. But for LSU, it's been about creating energy that is not determined by their environment. They know tonight provides them a big opportunity to do that. An all-important top 5 matchup here in the O-Dome, a notably competitive environment. And it's an environment that is very familiar to Savannah Shane-Harris. She caught up with me this week about what this experience could be like for her in her return. Coming up next. LSU Tiger, what do you anticipate that experience will be like for you?
It's definitely going to be a very weird experience competing in the O-Dome, not as a Gator, but I'm honestly looking forward to it. I'm super excited to go out there with my team and absolutely crush it.
There's so much parity in this conference, and all of these teams are so good right now. Just about anyone could win on any night, and these days, of course, with the changing dynamics of college programs and athletes entering the transfer portal, there's a lot of dynamics that change almost year to year, don't they?
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at the NCAA ranks. LSU in the top 10 in every event. Florida near the top as well. KJ Johnson will be the leader for LSU in this second rotation.
KJ opens with one of the best Yurchenko fulls in the NCAA. Bart, we talked earlier about those 10-0 start values. Well, that right there, that Yurchenko full is a 9.95 start value that KJ does so well.
You talked about the word amplitude, which is sort of a unique term to gymnastics. It basically means bigness. And we were talking to Jay Clark this week, and he said, my team does big gymnastics, and I hope people can really appreciate that.
Absolutely. They don't hold back. That's the beauty of LSU with everything they do. They just don't hold back, and it shows.
Wait till you see the rest of their vaulters in that lineup. Sloan Blakely in the leadoff spot now for the Gators.
And Sloan really doing a nice job coming into this leadoff position. She's very familiar with it. Loves to set this team up. In the dismount, she's going to do a double front here. It's a blind landing. And gets the stick. That is a huge start for Florida on this uneven bar rotation. Wow. Absolutely incredible. Last week, Sloan had a 9.875, and this transition up to the high bar, right back down to the low bar. But this dismount, this is a double front blind landing that she just sticks it.
I gotta believe people find that confusing. It's not blind. I mean, she knows her eyes are open, right?
You would hope so.
But she doesn't really see the floor until her feet on it. That's why we call it
exactly.
Back now to the vault. Aaliyah Finnegan after KJ Johnson at a 9.825.
And that was a Yurchenko 1.5 for Aaliyah Finnegan. Big hop forward. But at this point in the season, we should be seeing a little bit more of the sticks on vault, on bars. But if you are going to take a hop, definitely showing the judges that you have too much amplitude is the way to do it. Aaliyah Finnegan capable of sticking that vault. outstanding performer for LSU.
Victoria Wynn will be up for Florida on the bar. Sloan Blakely, a 9.875 for that leadoff effort.
Victoria is a very smooth bar swinger, really just glides through everything. Pushes on that handstand half pirouette, little break right there. And short on that cast handstand, just rushing the end of this bar routine here, but the double layout. Hop on the landing, not the bar routine that Victoria wanted, but very clean overall.
Sunday afternoon, there's a big women's basketball matchup with Elizabeth Kitely and number 8 Virginia hosting North Carolina at 2 Eastern on the ACC network. College Game Day crew tips off our coverage from Blacksburg at 11 a.m. on ESPN. Amari Drayton, talk about a freshman who really got off to a huge start. A big debut for this young lady who can fly.
Big vault here.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that was a Yurchenko 1.5, 10-0 start value, and that was, I don't want to jinx it, because normally I'm wrong when I call the perfect tens, but that, I didn't see deductions there. I'm not a judge, of course, but no.
Oh, that was really clean. My goodness.
Movement of her feet. You see she flares those arms out to stop that rotation, does exactly what she does in practice. That was beautiful.
LSU known for their big vaults, finally getting a good stick there from the freshman Amari Drayton. Back now to the freshman on the bars for Florida, Gabby Dizador.
Short on that cast handstand, had to do another one.
Ooh.
But gets this routine back on track. Beautiful Shaposh half, also known as a Van Leeuwen, and this dismount. She stuck it in warm-up. Just a shuffle on the landing. Again, we talk about, she did that cast handstand and she missed her feet. Really can be challenging to get that momentum back and get that mental toughness back, and she did a really great job. She is a freshman. Gaining that confidence is key for her.
6 times she's been in the lineup on bars. 9.925 is her season high. Let's go down to Taylor Davis.
Well, guys, at the end of the first rotation, Jay Clark gathered his team together and said, hey, you don't take anything from that. We start over every rotation, create energy and momentum. Savannah Shane here doing just that.
Nice landing for Shane here, coming after Amari Drayton had a 9.975.
Really nice for Savannah. Had a little mess up in the warm-ups, got lost on that vault, but not in the competition. Just shows how strong of a veteran and a leader she is for this vault lineup.
We mentioned that 9.975 for Drayton. That means 2 judges. They averaged the score of the 2 judges. One judge gave her a 10, and the other a 9.95, therefore the average. Ellie Lazari, the senior, one of the few seniors for Florida, coming after Gabby Dizador had a 9.8.
Ellie's going to start cautious. Nice turnover there. You saw she was right on top of the bar. Down to the low bar. Beautiful pass.
Very high.
Floats through the air. And can't get over. That's a handstand half pirouette she tried to do. Didn't get her body over the bar. Again, get that mentality back. She's got the rest of the routine here. Double. And sticks the dismount. Not the bar routine that Ellie wanted to see. That handstand. You see, has a beautiful path, just floats to the bar, but right here, she wants those feet to be over the bar for that half pirouette. Is going to be a deduction, not a huge deduction, did not come off of the event. That is key. She kept it going, but a break. That is one of those breaks that we talk about.
Kaya Johnson will be on the vault now. Savannah Shane here, a 9.875. These are the 2 big hammers coming up for LSU on the vault with Johnson and Bryant.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That was a Yurchenko double twist. And Bart, last week, She stunned everybody by doing a Yurchenko full. Kaya is full of tricks. She has so much capability, but that vault is the hardest vault in NCAA right now. Just huge amplitude. Wow, look at the height.
We're talking her head is 6 feet over a 4-foot table. So her head is over 10 feet in the air, and she sticks it cold, therefore earning the stick crown from her teammates, and probably a great score. Anya Pilgrim now for Florida on the bars after Lazari's 9-8. So no 9-9s yet for Florida. Remember,
Ella's going to start cautious. Nice turnover there. You saw she was right on top of the bar. Down to the low bar. Beautiful pass.
very high.
Floats through the air. And can't get
another
over.
short
That's a handstand pass here.
Coming up for LSU on the ball with Johnson and Bryant.
Oh, wow.
Wow!
That was a Yurchenko double twist. And Bart, last week, she stunned everybody by doing a Yurchenko full. Kaya is full of tricks. She has so much capability, but that vault is the hardest vault in NCAA right now. Just huge amplitude. Wow, look at the height.
We're talking her head is 6 feet over a 4-foot table. So her head is over 10 feet in the air, and she sticks it cold, therefore earning the stick crown from her teammates, and probably a great score. Anya Pilgrim now for Florida on the bars after Lazari's 9-8. So no 9-9s yet for Florida. Remember,
5.
we expect this meet to be extremely close. These two teams evenly matched up, and Kaya Johnson a 9.95 for that Yurchenko double full. Here comes Haley Bryant. This is a complete style of vaulting. This handspring pike front with a half, and I don't think there's anybody in the world who actually does it better.
I definitely do not think there's anybody, but watch this height. Wow. That is so impressive because she does it like that every single weekend. I mean, she is a machine, but just the height, the execution, the slightest shuffle on that landing. There is no one that does that vault like Haley Bryant.
An iconic career for her as a senior at LSU. Last year, hit every single routine, 64 for 64, and averaged over 9.9 plus in every event. Few NCAA athletes have ever been able to do that. Leanne Wong will go now after Anya Pilgrim had a 9.8. So one more time, Florida has the high scorer, Sloan Blakely's 9.875 in the leadoff spot, but no 9.9s, but we could see one here from Leanne Wong.
Leanne, beautiful bar swinger, legs glued together in that transition. Right up back to the high bar. Leanne capable of a big score here, just to dismount.
Oh!
And that is what Florida needed. We have not seen a 9.9 yet, but I have no doubt that we will be seeing a 9.9 with that routine or better.
She needs a 9.975 to give Florida the lead after the second rotation. She scored 7 perfect 10s, including 4 of them on the uneven bars in her career.
The way that Leanne does her transitions, high to low, low to high, just makes it look so effortless. And this dismount finds the landing. Not only does she find the landing, but she holds it, soaks it all up, showing those judges, hey, there was no movement here.
The folks in the O-Dome want to see a perfect 10, but the judges don't buy it. And it's a 9.95 for Leanne Wong. Let's go down to Taylor Davis.
Thank you, Bart. Coach, a couple big vaults for you there in that rotation. What kind of response have you seen from your team?
Well, they responded well. We told them we can't let scores and things like that affect us. We got to stick to our mantra, which is start fast and finish strong. And that's what we want to do all 4 events. And you know, I thought both teams, Brad, got a little bit hammered on bars a little bit. So you know, those things level out if things are being done correctly. But I thought our kids responded, didn't let it be a distraction.
On to the next. Thanks, Jay.
Thank you.
And guess what, folks? These two teams are tied at the halfway point. Now, mental health has become a major point of emphasis in college athletics. When we come back, we'll hear from gymnasts around the conference about how they're taking care of their mental health.